came out 2019. The next one was Surviving the Times. Now, no, I'm sorry. Wrong one.
I was about to correct
Unsung
you.
Act.
Yeah, Unsung Act.
The beats on there, I love all of them. The ones that stuck out to me were All Hail, Luxury Boombap, and Rhythm. And beat selection is definitely important for production in general. What was your favorite track on with that one? Which song did you have the most fun?
Favorite track was Luxury Boombap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another one of those just like that I knew when I wrote it, and also the people that I talked to also. Some of those records you just know.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is one of those as soon as you get down with it. So
I could tell. Yeah, I could tell. Because it's one of those ones that you definitely put something behind it. What was the inspiration for Luxury Boombap?
The music, actually. I arrived at it from listening to the music, so the song wasn't conceived. I had nothing in mind, actually. And I just was, listening to beats and ran across that, and I'm like, this sound like luxury, you know what I'm saying? Name, Luxury Boombap.
Yeah,
Live from the dungeon, the Luxury Boombap. I got my groove back. Stella beside me, she called me Poppy. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's literally, the beat lived. I said it sound like luxury. Did luxury, came up with the name, stamped it with the first bar in the song, and hey, you got a nice record.
Yeah, and I noticed there's a theme with that. You have two other songs that have luxury in the title.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Soul and Luxury Soul, Luxury Boombap. There's one more.
Gloom.
It is Gloom?
Luxury Gloom.
It is Luxury Gloom. Sure is.
Yeah.
What's behind that?
It's interesting. So it's really like a gumbo of thoughts of, I'm also into fashion, and I'm into luxury sounding music, like production and stuff like that. Like Justice League, Just Blaze. To me, that's what I name like luxury, like some Kanye or whatever. So it's just really being fly and being black, and really associating a term that it's like my way of being able to have my own language, and even if the word don't even 100% apply to it, it's like my own inside joke, like my own inside, like, you know what I'm saying? So usually when it falls on any song, it's just like hot sauce. It just, you put it on anything, you know what I'm saying? Luxury this. So however I'm feeling, luxury is gonna follow it, you know what I'm saying? So I put luxury on side the feeling. So for example, like Luxury Gloom, I was feeling, a little more moody, and the production kind of felt like what the other songs in the series kind of give. So I never really plan them. I'll be listening to the music, and it'll just feel like that. It needs to be added to the collection type of vibes.
For sure, most definitely. One other song on there was Distant Relatives. You had 3 features on there: Jimmywiz, Phlowetry, and Mass the Difference. Who are they? How did y'all come together?
So Mass is who I met first. Mass is a friend of mine. He's a rapper from South Africa. So my first introduction to South African artists up to that type of level was through Mass, and me and him met on Twitter. I don't know how we came into each other's timeline, but met on Twitter, then jumped in a DM, and we was just communicating, sending each other music, kind of getting into like, you know what I'm saying, what we like about each other, like the production and stuff like that. And I remember literally we met one day, and he was like, 4 days later, he was like, yo, I got this open spot and I got to turn the album in like a week. You think you can get something done? Literally, he sent it. This during the pandemic, by the way. So he sent it. I literally wrote it and booked a studio and knocked it out super quick. And he put me on this project, and that literally birthed him introducing me to people that he knew. So Jimmywiz is somebody that he may have introduced me to, or I might have just seen him or seen them kind of like, you know what I'm saying, talking to each other or whatever, and I might have clicked on his music. Or maybe like Mass might have shared my music. It was something like that. And me and Jimmy actually kind of got close as well for a little bit. And as far as Phlowetry, I think she might have just came across, she might have been shared by somebody that I followed from out there. And I just wanted to have a woman MC on it as well, to bring that that whole cycle of unity between man and woman in a musical way.
Yeah, and just for the viewers watching, we're not talking about Phlowetry with Marsha Ambrosius.
Yeah,
Different.
yeah. Hip hop artists.
Different artists. You mentioned Mass, because that was going to be my next question. And actually, we talked about this last year when we first met. That was one of the things I asked you.
Yeah.
Where did the South
I get asked that.
connection?
I get asked that often, like who is Mass or whatever, or who is who is. But Mass is the main one. People are like, who is that?
Yeah.
How you get to connect? But yeah, Twitter.
Hey.
Twitter in those times.
Social media is great when it comes to music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, as long as you use it right, as long as it's not crazy. Other songs, Hit the Lights and Pray. You mentioned Kobe Bryant a couple times in, when it, as far as a couple bars in there, and the loss of Kobe Bryant and how that can be put into the music and loss in general when it comes to losing people. But we'll get into that a little bit later. You also, there was didn't you have some singles that came out after Unsung Act in between, I think it was between Unsung and Surviving the Times, wasn't there like a couple?
Yeah, maybe a couple. During that time, I was super low musically.
Right.
I just life. So I took like probably a year or two apart from, I think Luxury Gloom fell into that gap, and like maybe another song, and I might went on another like thing to where I didn't release till maybe like a year or two after that.
Exactly. Most definitely.
There's a gap in there.